It's Wednesday, May 25th, 10:35 in the morning. High tide was about 9:45, almost an hour ago now, or 9:30, about there. So about an hour ago. Swell energy is supposed to be about 175, and it looks really prime right now here. Catching conditions look awesome. I'm gonna go to the south side of the creek. I'm gonna start fishing the south. So I got my one fish and my one bite. The last two times I came, I only got bites on the south. So again, I'm just looking at the north, and there's a lot more rocks exposed than there was a month ago. But I looked at my videos from last year too, and May and June were dead months last year too. So I don't know if that's coincidence, if it's tidal, seasonal, or what. So I'm gonna just start fishing the south. Catch conditions, like I say, look really good. My experience is on when there's very low energy days, most of the waves are crashing pretty close. So it looks pretty good today. And the further I look south, the better it looks. So again, my two landmarks are that dip, or that, you know, I call it cleft in the cliff, and the big jutting rock. So I'm gonna just start a little bit south of the creek because the waves level look pretty good, and keep moving my way down south. All right, first cast coming up. Man, what a gorgeous day. Conditions are awesome. There's hardly any wind. In fact, I would say there's not even a wind. It's, you know, if anything, it's less than a mile an hour. But man, what a beautiful day on the coast today. Yeah, fishing conditions are really great today because I can wade pretty far out and get pretty close to the crashing waves right here with no danger of going down. Swell energy is really low. I mean, it might not even be 175. But man, what a gorgeous day to be fishing today. I came at a time of convenience. I haven't been catching much, so my expectations are very low here. I just wanted to get my feet wet and just come out. So again, it's outgoing high tide. High tide was a low one today. It was less than 5 feet. So I'm guessing it's about 3 or 4 feet tidal height right about now, because it's been about an hour. Cast, just like the other day, got a good bite. Missed the hookup, unfortunately. So been here, what, about 12 minutes. Unfortunately, like I say, missed the hookup. So we'll see how it goes. Last time, oh, I can still feel it. But last time, no, it went away now. Last time I only got one bite, same thing. So we'll see how it goes today. Hopefully that's a better sign. So there's my bait after my bite. And you can see it's the middle worm bitten in half, and that's the camel color. All right. This is cast 4, the one right after my bite. I just had another bite. Although that one was just a one tap and gone. But it was a decent tap. What I also noticed too in the last several minutes, you know, last 5 or 10, is that as the tide's receding, the crashing waves are getting pulled out, and it's getting pretty shallow where I'm fishing now. But I just got a bite, see what happens. But I don't know if you can see it, but see how flat it is right now, and the waves are just crashing. So right where the waves are crashing up to then, it's probably only about maybe 2 feet deep. Okay, like I say, cast 4. So bites on 3 and 4. No fish though. This is still cast 4. I just had a really good bite and missed it again. It's like, man, can't believe it. But that was a good bite. So I've had 2 good bites now, 2 casts in a row. So this is still the same cast 4. And just as I turned off my GoPro, I got a hookup. This one feels pretty decent. So again, that's cast 3 and 4 where I've gotten decent bites. And this one was a pretty aggressive bite. Almost here. Bottom now. Oh, see my, oh man, this is a nice one. I'm guessing it's at least a 12-incher. But my middle bait is gone too. So I got it on the natural worm. I can't pull it up. So it's got to be pretty heavy. I mean, I probably could pull it up, but I don't want to break my rod. I can't often hold a red tail by the mouth like a largemouth bass, so this one's pretty decent size. Okay, let's try to do a better one. Yeah, so it's just short of 14. It actually might be 14. Interesting thing is like just where the anal fin is, it looks like it's kind of got bitten out. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Anyway, 14 incher, 4th cast. No wonder it felt like a good tug. He's pulling weight, dude. And he's breathing. Okay, there he goes. Yeah, not bad, 14 incher. I'm a happy camper. 2 bites in a row. Okay, rebait and get out. Okay, so that's a much better start than my last 6 weeks of trips here. Bites on 3 and 4, 14 inch on cast 4, and I've been here about 20 minutes. So again, one of the best starts I've had in a long time. All right, this is cast 5. Another bite. Actually might have a fish. This one would be small. This is cast 5, so it wasn't down there very long. Yeah, I got a fish, but this one's a small one. Oh man, this is a dink. So middle camo. So they're going after the camo today. Maybe I should switch my other ones to camo, but I got my 14 inch on the natural. So cast 5. So 3, 4, and 5 got bites. 2 fish now. So I decided to go 2 camos after all. So 2 camo worms on the bottom and 1 natural at the top. So just as a landmark of where I'm catching right now, I'm probably about 2/3 of the way to that landmark 1 that I always use. So I haven't gone very far down the beach where I'm catching right now. Okay, so I've been here just a little over a half an hour. No action on 6 and 7. So I had bites on 3, 4, and 5. Got my 14 incher on 4, and then got my dink on 5. No action 6 and 7. So I'm going to start drifting south. But as tide is receding, it's getting really shallow here. So I see a little bit better wave action going further south. I would guess 25 yards, and already the wave action here looks so much better. Bigger waves, a little bit deeper, and they're much closer than where I was just now. Don't know if it'll translate into any action, but I'm always trying to improve my chances. Cast 8 just had a tiny bite, you know, moving a little bit south, but that was a tiny bite. But hey, at least I got a bite. Oh, I'm still getting it. Cast 9 got another bite. Again, not as big as when I was up further 25 yards to my right, but again, I'm getting bites on a lot of casts. So you know, this is like the best action I've had in, like I said, 6 or 7 weeks. But this one, it just maybe did about 4 taps and then quit. I didn't even know it. You know, I was getting consistent bites, and then all of a sudden my line went slack. Oh, it's a red tail too. That was a close one. Oh, this is not a bad one. So top natural, you can see my my bottom worm is gone too. And I'm guessing this is about a 10 incher. So again, cast, oh man, cast 9. Okay, and it's 10.5 incher. Yeah, so not bad today. 3rd fish. I've had bites on about half my cast, so again, really good action day. Okay, so I've been here about 50 minutes now. That was cast 9. This is cast 10. So I've had 3 fish out of 9 casts, so that's a pretty good batting average. And I had bites on 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9. And 8 and 9 are my just recent fish, or after I moved from where I got my first 2, because it was getting pretty shallow from where I was. So this is cast 10. Like I say, 50 minutes. So I'm probably going to call it quits here pretty soon. But man, this is the best action I've had in a long time. So it's kind of nice to be out here. And what a gorgeous day. I mean, I'm the only one on the beach. Fishing conditions are like totally awesome. I'm standing up to my knees most of the time, and you know, even up to my mid-thigh with no problems at all. So again, just to landmark you on my 2 fish. First ones were about halfway, I'm guessing, to my first landmark, and this one I'm about 2/3. But you can see I still haven't made it, you know, to my first landmark on the south. because I started getting action up here. Hey, so this is cast 10, man. That was 2 good bites in a row. Shoot. But again, cast 10, that was a nice 2 bites. Bummer. That they were as good as the bites I got on my 14-incher. Baits. So I just got 2 good bites, and here are my baits. See, my bottom one's gone, middle one's cut in half, and those are the 2 camos. All right, so this is cast 11. Just had another decent bite. So that's 8, 9, 10, and 11. Just when I moved a little bit further south from where I got my 14-incher. So action's really good today. Just can't get a lot of hookups, but I got 3 fish, so I'm pretty happy today compared to where I've been for the last, like I say, 6 to 7, 8 weeks. Just still cast 11. I got a bite right away. I've been letting it sit. Just got another succession of bites, but again, no hookup. Been here an hour. This is cast 12. Had bites on 8, 9, 10, and 11. Got 1 fish in there. This is after I moved from my original spot where I got 2 fish and I want to say 7 casts. Okay, so I've been here about an hour now. This is cast 12. I've had bites on 8, 9, 10, and 11. After moving a little bit further south from where I was originally when I got my first fish. So I had nothing on 1 and 2. I got bites on 3, 4, and 5, I believe. Got 2 fish there. And nothing on 6 and 7. And then I got bites in a row on 8, 9, 10, 11 down here with 1 fish, the 10.5-incher. So action's been pretty good today for me. I had very low expectations based on the last 6 or 7 trips I've had. So, this is a really pleasant surprise, and, surprisingly, it's all on the south, where I haven't had much luck the last 2 years. So, nice day to be fishing, and I just feel lucky to get some action today finally. Okay, a couple more casts and I think I'm done. So no action on 12. This is number 13. Just within the last few minutes, as the waves get pulled out, it's getting really, really shallow now. So I'm gonna bag it pretty soon. If I was gonna keep fishing, I'd probably go a little bit further south, past my first landmark, because the waves look like they're crashing a little bit closer and bigger there. But this is cast 13. Gonna take 1 more after this and then start heading back to the parking lot. Okay, so I changed my mind. I'm quitting here now. You can see how shallow it got, and there's no waves here. So I'm just gonna bag it. Okay, so I decided to quit after cast 13. Water got really shallow, so I just said bag it and decided to go home. So 13, maybe 14 casts today. No action on 1 and 2. Bites on 3, 4, 5. Got 2 fish. Nothing on 6 and 7. Moved about 25 yards further south. Maybe 50 at the max. It wasn't that far. And got bites on 8, 9, 10, and 11. Caught 1 fish, 10.5-incher. And then nothing on 12 and 13. As I started leaving, tide was going down, waves were getting pulled out, so it was getting harder and harder to reach deeper water. So I'm just going to bag it and hopefully come back in the next day or 2. But this is the best action I've had probably in the last 6 to 7 trips, about a month and a half to 2 months. So I'm a happy camper. I'm thinking I got bites on at least half my casts and got 3 fish, including a 14. So, pretty decent day for me compared to my last multiple trips. Okay, that's it.